Hello, my name is Simon Triana, deacon of the Congregation of Jesus and Mary of the province Minuto de Dios. Today, I will explain to you the meaning and significance of one of so many key things in a Bible study. The themes is the meaning of numbers in the Bible. I like to study the Bible because it allows me to make a better interpretation and explanation to the communities with which I will work with. The meaning of numbers is the Bible. I'm going to make a very basic but important explanation of this theme. The number 3 refers to divinity and its perfection. This means the perfection of a God who is Trinitarian, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's why God is told that He is 3 times holy. Jesus rose from the dead on the 3rd day after His crucifixion, and before that, in His earthly life, He has raised 3 people. The son of the widow of Nain, the daughter of Jairus, and Lazarus. On the 7th day, God completed the work He had been doing. He rested on the 7th day from all the work He had undertaken. The number 7 means fullness or perfection. God creates man on the 7th day. With the creation of man, the fullness of His creation culminates. Then Peter approaching asked Him, Lord, if my brother sins against me, how often must I forgive him? As many as 7 times. Jesus answers, I say to you, not 7 times, but 77 times. Jesus tells Peter that we must forgive 7 times 7. That is, we must always forgive. We must make forgiveness complete. In contrast is the number 6, which means imperfection. That is why the 666 in the book of Revelation is 3 times imperfect, which means that the 666 is given to the Antichrist, who is the imperfect one. Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the desert to be tempted by the devil. He fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, and afterwards he was hungry. The number 40 means a time of preparation for something extraordinary, which is why the people of Israel spent 40 years in the wilderness preparing to enter the promised land. Jesus also spent 40 days and 40 nights in prayer, preparing for His definitive surrender on the cross. In those days He departed to the mountain to pray, and He spent the night in prayer to God. When they came, He called His disciples to Himself, and from them He chose 12, whom He also named apostles. Another important number in the Bible is 12, which represents God's people. That is why the Old Testament speaks of 12 tribes, and the New Testament speaks of 12 apostles, which means the new peoples of God. When the book of Revelation speaks of 144,000 to the saved, it does not refer to the literal number, but to whole of humanity, which is called to salvation. 12 times 12 equals 144, therefore 144,000 saved. The thousand is only to expand the number to a great quantity, which is finally all humanity if they accept Jesus' proposal. Biblical study is very important because it relates to theology, since the Bible is one of the foundations of theological study. It is important that the Christian community to study the Bible because this helps them to have a better understanding of Jesus' message and therefore a better application for their life. As a future priest, I will be in a permanent relationship with the Bible and theology, especially teaching in communities, and in the future, after studying a master's degree in a biblical theology, I will be able to teach at the Biblical Institute of Uniminuto. Making a good interpretation and teaching of the Bible, especially of the life of Jesus, helps in a special way to transform people's life and that find in the gospel of Christ hope in a world full of violence, nonsense, oppression, and discrimination. Thank you for your attention.